Yappy dog barks for hours at a time and I am done. My neighbor's got this little terrier mix about 6 months ago. Cute dog, probably weighs like 10 pounds soaking wet, but this thing has the loudest, most annoying bark I've ever heard in my life. And they leave it outside constantly. From 7 in the morning until 9 at night, this dog is just out there barking at literally everything. Leaves blowing in the wind, cars driving by, squirrels existing. At first I figured it was just adjustment period stuff. New dog, new environment, whatever. But weeks turned into months, and this thing never stopped. I'm working from home, trying to take conference calls with this dog going off in the background. My wife's trying to sleep in on weekends and getting woken up at 7 sharp every single morning. So I walked over and had a nice conversation with them. Hey, just wanted to mention your dog barks pretty much all day. Is there anything we can do about that? They're like, oh yeah, sorry about that. He's still getting used to the yard. We'll work on it. Nothing changed. If anything, it got worse. I tried again a month later. Same response. Oh, we're so sorry. We'll definitely work on training him. Still nothing. This dog is out there barking for 12 hours straight every single day. Here's what really got me though. We had a barbecue in our backyard for my wife's birthday. Invited like 20 people over. The entire time, this dog is barking non-stop. Our guests are having to shout over the noise just to have conversations. One of my friends actually asked if we could move the party inside because the barking was giving him a headache. That night I decided I was done being the nice neighbor. I work in tech, so I've got wireless speakers set up all over my house and backyard. Good quality ones that can get pretty loud without breaking any noise ordinances. The next morning at 7 sharp, when that dog started up, I fired up my sound system and played Who Let the Dogs Out at full volume. The dog kept barking, but at least I was entertained. I did this for 2 weeks straight. Every time the dog barked, I'd blast that song until it stopped. Sometimes that meant playing it for an hour at a time. My neighbors didn't say a word about it. Then I switched things up, started playing different songs. Some classic rock, a little country, whatever I was in the mood for. Still no complaints about my music, but the dog kept barking. That's when I decided to test just how much noise my neighbors were willing to tolerate from me versus their own dog. Next time the dog started up, I put on some Eminem. Not the radio versions either. The explicit, uncensored albums cranked up nice and loud. Within 10 minutes, my neighbor's wife was at my door. Hi, could you maybe not play that music when our kids are outside? They're only 12 and 14, and some of those lyrics are pretty inappropriate. I looked at her with the straightest face I could manage. You know what else is inappropriate? Your dog barking for 12 hours a day, every single day, for the past 6 months. She got all defensive. Well, that's different. He's just a dog. So you're telling me your dog can make noise all day long, but I can't play music in my own backyard? She didn't really have an answer for that. Look, I said, here's the deal. The day your dog stops barking constantly, I'll stop playing music. Until then, every time he barks, you're gonna hear whatever I feel like listening to. She huffed and walked away. The next day, that dog started barking bright and early, so I fired up my speakers and played WAP by Cardi B at maximum volume. 5 minutes later, both parents were at my door. This has gotten completely out of hand, the dad said. We have young children, so do half the houses on this street, I said, and they're all dealing with your dog barking all day too. After about 3 days of explicit rap music, something magical happened. The dog stopped being left outside all day. Turns out when the neighbors had to listen to uncensored music every time their dog barked, they suddenly found the motivation to bring him inside. The dog still goes out, but now it's just for like an hour at a time, and when he starts barking, they actually bring him back in. Best part? They never apologized for the 6 months of constant noise. But my backyard barbecues are finally peaceful again.